This is the lowest close and a new 52-week low print for the dollar index. Foreign central banks, as far as new purchases go, only about 1/3 went into U.S. dollars. The majority of the other 2/3 went into Japanese yen and euros. 10 years ago, it was 2/3 dollars, 1/3 everything else. This is now the lowest percentage of reserves moving into dollars. Now, while this shows that foreign central banks aren't selling dollars yet, they're certainly buying far fewer of them than they used to. And if central banks aren't buying them, the price is going to go down. And of course, buying euros and yens pushes up those exchange rates. Also, if they're buying fewer dollars, well, obviously they don't need to buy as many U.S. treasuries. And they're not going to be funding the massive deficits that are being racked up in Washington to pay for the bailouts, to pay for the stimulus, to pay for the new health care plan that they're voting on today. The best thing that can happen to Americans is that foreigners stop lending our government money because we're obligated to pay it back with interest. The government is using that money to expand its power and its influence and diminish our economy and undermine our Constitution. But unfortunately, what our politicians are going to do, if they can't borrow the money, they're just going to go to Penn Bernanke to print the money. And that's what gold is showing. That's what the dollar index is showing. Everybody is bracing for massive inflation, massive dollar devaluation, as the U.S. government looks to print our way out of one crisis right into a far bigger crisis. On that happy note, everybody, have a great week.
Peter Schiff, at this point in time, has his ear to the ground, and he hears the big train coming down the tracks. Train of catastrophe going down the railroad that is our future. And we are, by our own government, being railroaded. Like he said, foreign countries, if they slow down investing in U.S. dollars, our deficits are not going to be paid off. I don't believe that was ever the plan in the first place. It is the plan of whoever is in charge of the United States government right now, left-wing / communist radicals, especially in the White House, and some congregated on Capitol Hill, and one or two in the Supreme Court, to not pay back any bills and grab whatever it can from the people of this land. As foreign countries with large amounts of U.S. dollars and treasury bills will pull a fast one on us by doing the same thing to the whole United States that the United States is doing to the American people. If the government of the United States believes that it can own everything by making life impossible for the American, whereas he loses all of his possessions and property, and now the government will own all the property. Well, if the government has borrowed the money from the foreign countries and governments and banks, then they will come and eventually cash in on their bonds and dollars, and we will not be able to pay for them. People around the world in foreign governments will perhaps seize American assets in foreign countries, and then they will be able to take Americans prisoner, and government officials, by the way. Maybe they can seize our embassies. They could possibly start a war. Some of them are already aware of this by speculation. For some reason, all the leftists have managed to make that a dirty word. They're the only ones that are allowed to speculate. But you know what? Everybody's speculating whether they like it or not, and the foreigners are speculating what to do with our dollars next. And eventually they will come to cash in. It's going to be a fucking meat grinder here in the future. And the United States will be folded into a one world government system, perhaps after millions or billions of people around the world are killed over the matter, including you and me. So let's nip that in the bud. Let's head that off at the pass, shall we? And don't let these fucking nincompoops have one more damn thing. Not this health care bill, not this, what do you call it, the cap and trade global energy / climate change bill. Nothing. They are trying to kill our business while they're trying to sell our country to other people. You better strengthen your state's legislator. You better keep track of who they are and vote out the ones that seem to be in cahoots with this one world thing, who always want to go along with the federal mandates, and federal bureaucrats in these big giant agencies which are parts of the executive branch, or maybe even some of the czars like Carol Browner, who was, Bill Clinton's environmental secretary, and now is like some kind of environmental czar. She's a member of the Socialist Party. She's one of the bigwigs in that. She's above the EPA now. The demigod of air, water, and trees, and animals, and dirt, putting her radical plans into effect. Kick your governors out if they keep on crawling up to Washington every time there's a disaster or something and begging for money that other people in other states are going to have to pay back. How many frickin' czars under this President Barack Hussein Obama, the 44th Pharaoh, peace be upon him, jerk off, have to be exposed before you stop shrugging off and laughing off this label communist